Hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Better Connecticut on this Thursday afternoon, Friday Eve, as some people like to call it. You're getting a little closer to the weekend.
It was breathy right now.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes. I actually think my right now was pretty good. And
I'd have to go back and listen to it. I didn't hear it.
We should start letting the viewers decide.
Wouldn't that be great?
Like, just here you go.
Like we could do it today and then tomorrow. We could pick it for today for tomorrow. Well, anyway, all right. Or we could put it on Facebook
and see who votes in the morning. And
so
then
this is my favorite story, probably of the week, and I'm a place called Hope. There are wildlife, raptor, and reptile rehabilitation center in the state, and they had the opportunity to take in this pelican that DEEP went out and rescued.
Okay.
So this morning, the bird. Okay, but this is before the bird got rescued. You could tell he was in some type of. This gentleman, David O'Donnell, is in Old Saybrook, just taking in the view, and a pelican lands on his car. Is that not the best picture you've ever seen?
Excuse me, I'm lost. Help me.
Excuse me, I'm lost and I'm injured. Help me. So eventually, Deep showed up. They rescued the pelican, and a mother-daughter pilot team this morning. Roger Suzanne had the story. Look at that little baby. Aww. It was injured, and it was just about suffering from frostbite. Aww. And they think it hitched a ride up here on a truck. So it's got flown back first class this morning to Jupiter, Florida, where it's going to go to a wildlife rehab center there. And then they're hoping to rehabilitate it further and release it.
But it's going first class back to Florida.
Did you see that picture of him on the car?
It's so cute. And
can you imagine that landing on your car? You'd be like, what is happening?
Well, because I was wondering, I'm like, wait a minute, we don't have any pelicans up here, do we? And I guess there have been some sightings.
Some sightings,
but in general, they're not supposed to be here.
No, they're not supposed to be here, especially in the middle of the winter. Right? Oh my God, unbelievable. So a place called Hope. I'm trying to do a story with you guys. If you're out there listening or if you know somebody who works there, I'd like to do a feature story on you guys.
And we've had them on for their beautiful owls before. They do a lot with Hammonasset, I think.
Yes.
Recipe of the week. Thanks to Terry for sending it in.
Yeah, came out pretty good.
It came out really good. We put a little bit of the finish on the Facebook, but there it is.
It took like how many hours to bake? Like
we
45 minutes?
It was supposed to go in there for 40 minutes. I think it was more like 45. But it did exactly what I think it's supposed to do. We really puffed it up.
It puffed up. It was delicious.
It was really good. I think I would like to add some cocoa to it if I ever made it.
Now, also, we heard lemon. You could add a little lemon zest to it to give it or orange zest to give it a little bit different flavor. But we want to thank Terry for sending it in. It was fantastic. We did a really good job.
We did, yeah. I mean, and the trick was you really do have to stay a while beating those eggs.
You got much longer than I did. I think even I did.
But it puffed up. I mean, we definitely got the whites.
Totally.
Yeah,
so thank you for the recipe.
And only 4 ingredients. I'm going to post on my Facebook page, and if you see this Better Connecticut's Instagram, we have the actual measurements and recipe, which may be on betterct.com.
It's so easy.
Very easy.
It's on our
Facebook page with the actual ingredients. Perfect.
Right. Now, when the mailman shows up at your house, you got to say thank you. I love the mailman.
Yes. Especially, I like when they bring nice packages and
not bills. Yeah, exactly, not bills.
But it's National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. I was surprised that 1775, we had an organized mail service in 1775. But like that was like the first thing we did before we signed our Constitution. I mean, I don't.
Well, sure, you got to get your mail, you got to get the bills. But I think the most interesting thing I found about this article, Kara, was zip codes have only been around since 1963.
Yeah, that's basically like right when you were born almost. And
yeah.
They didn't have zip codes before then?
How did it get to where it was supposed to go?
They just figured it out by the address?
I guess so. Isn't that weird? Anyway, I just think it's very weird that we didn't have zip codes till now. That's what this article says anyway. All right.
All right, love could quite literally be in the air if you want.
Love is in the air.
Alaska Airlines is going to be reuniting couples who've been separated.
Which I think is just fantastic. It's a sweepstakes.
Yeah, and they're booking for love in the sweepstakes and 100 free flights for lockdown lovebirds.
I love it. Like me. If I had a lockdown lovebird, I'd go fly. But
I don't know, it's couples can enter and share their stories. So it sounds like they mean long-distance couples who haven't been able to see each other.
I think that's exactly
what if it's just lockdown lovebirds who are itching to get away because they haven't been able to go anywhere?
I don't think that qualifies. I think you have to write your whole story. You only have until tomorrow night to get your story in Pacific time, and tomorrow night at midnight Pacific time to get your story in. So go there, tell them why you missed your loved one, and maybe you'll get a free flight on Alaska Air. I don't know, do they fly here in Connecticut, Alaska Airlines?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. Anyway.
I think they have charters and different things, and I
Yeah.
think they always get high marks for customer service, but I've never taken it.
I've never been on Alaska Airlines either.
All right, so I already know about this next story because my kids are asking if they can have this for Valentine's Day.
Oh, seriously?
ChickfilA is
Right.
now sending out, they have a new package with heart-shaped trays for Valentine's Day with all of their little chicken nuggets.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
And cookies and brownies to go.
Look at how cute that
Little
is.
heart-shaped trays.
The trays are going to be available at participating restaurants through the 13th.
Because they're not open on Valentine's Day.
Oh, is it a Sunday?
Uh-huh.
Oh, interesting.
So if you want your heart-shaped whatever,
Yes, I did not
you
know that
choose,
Chick-fil-A.
you will not be able to get Chick-fil-A heart-shaped anything on a Sunday.
I didn't know that. I drove up to the BJ's in West Hartford, and I noticed on a Sunday that Chick-fil-A was closed. And I was like, why are they closed?
They are
It's a
closed
Sunday.
on Sundays.
Closed on Sundays. Well, there you have it.
All right, and here's an option for making all future decisions.
Let a tiger cub take the reins. Take a look. Or maybe not. So they let this tiger cub pick the box of the Super Bowl. Look at how, Kara, you got to add this to your list of animals you got to have.
I want this one too.
Look at this. Now look at this little woozah.
Now, which one is he going to pick?
He
So
picked-
they want him to tear apart a box, and
Right.
that's going to be the winner.
He
So
picked the Buccaneers and he tore apart the Kansas City Chiefs box. So I think he totally picked
how do we
the
know that
Buccaneers.
when he was tearing apart the other one that that's not the one he wanted?
We're not quite sure, but as you can see,
Because-
look, see him? He starts nibbling.
So he
at the
might like
Kansas-
that one better.
No, I think he's saying you need to be you need to be dismantled.
I
So he's
want
totally
a tiger
chewing.
cub.
Yes.
What's my list up to now?
Yeah, 16.
I have a
16
monkey, a
wild.
kangaroo, a tiger cub, a panda. I showed my kids the panda cam last night.
Oh,
with,
did you?
With the ball and the snowball.
Oh, how
It was
cute.
so cute. I thought it was the cutest thing ever. I think they thought I was a little crazy. Like, this was your most important thing you did today? I'm like, I think it was.
One of the things, absolutely. I didn't realize that Amazon was building a new $2.5 billion headquarters in
Yes.
Arlington, Virginia.
Because we competed. We didn't.
Oh,
a lot
this
of
is
state-
that one.
Yes.
Ah.
So it's a construction that's going to be taking place like no other. If you can imagine, if you've ever been to D.C., it's across the Potomac River in Arlington, Virginia. 22-story buildings, an outdoor amphitheater, and public plazas. And then this double helix, which almost looks like DNA, will be this glass
Look at
spiral
this.
structure.
And they say most of the spaces are going to be open to the public, which is just awesome. You can get to walk around on the campus. So it's not just going to be for the business people, but it's going to be for just about everybody. Look at
And
that thing.
The way that it's supposed to be, I mean, this is maybe the office parks of the future. It's filled with alternative workspaces. So I'm guessing you're not going to have a typical cubicle there.
I guess you're not. You'll probably be doing a lot of standing. You know, those-
Standing, or maybe you get to go outside in the summer and
And
you
just
just do your
work
work in the
outside.
grass, or.
I love it.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
To dream the impossible food. Impossible Foods?
Yes.
I haven't heard of this company, but
Oh
apparently.
yeah, it's big. Like
It's
impossible.
big?
Yeah, they create a lot of plant-based burgers, things you want in meat, but they created it in the plant.
plant-based.
Yes.
All right. Well, they're
So
cutting
the
their-
Impossible Burger.
They're cutting their prices.
They're cutting their prices. They want more people to have access to plant-based products to substitute meat. They think it's a way to help prevent climate change. So they're cutting their prices a lot to their distributors. So they're hoping that those distributors, like the grocery stores, will then pass that on to consumers.
Yeah.
And I think they're letting everyone know, because if you don't see the price of the burgers going down, then you need to ask your store, because they want it to be about $5.50 for a package of Impossible ground plant-based
whatever
beef.
it
You know,
is.
instead of beef, it's ground.
Right.
So
17,000 groceries chains.
it has it in the stores you go to.
It does. I'm
Yes,
gonna have
if
to
you
look
went to the
for it.
vegetarian section.
Okay. All right. Very good.